Electricity, a standard of the modern world, a turning point in transforming everyday life. But its history is anything but simple. An 8-year industrial war was waged over electricity, a war between two currents, alternating and direct, leaving gruesome, inspiring battles in its wake. Two foes, Thomas Edison, the veteran player in the U.S. electrical empire, and Nikola Tesla, a risk-taking newcomer who dreamed of giving the world an unlimited supply of energy, but only one winner who would provide the turning point to our future, where cities never sleep and nights are no longer dark. This is the story of one genius's quest to tame lightning and light the world. (1884) America, the peak of the Second Industrial Revolution. Railroads snaked throughout the country, connecting one coast to another. Buildings climbed high enough to touch the sky, and commercial electricity had just begun to make its debut in the homes of the elite. The American dream was alive, and instilled hope in 28-year-old Serbian innovator Nikola Tesla, who emigrated to New York City with only 4 cents and his dreams. Born in 1856 Lika, modern-day Croatia, Tesla had always found an interest in building apparatuses. Tesla's plans for an alternating current generator had been largely ignored in Europe. A recommendation letter from a former employer, Thomas Edison's good friend Charles Batchelor, was his hope to find a larger scientific audience in America.
Tesla was working as an engineer for Edison. Edison was the big man those days. He was the one who invented electricity with a lot of people, but he's the one who put the DC in application. JP Morgan was the big financier in the old days. He took Edison and put the first electricity in his house. And they thought it was the future. But JP Morgan was asking Edison, is there any competition? And Edison always says no, which is true, it wasn't.
But Tesla was soon to become competition. While reassembling and designing direct current machines for Edison, he develops drafts for his own alternating current engine.
You apply a current between the two terminals, and it has a direction for the electrons. In the case of Edison, this direction is one way. So that's why it is very limited. But with the AC, since the current is present in that spot all the time by just going back and forth, kind of like a vibration if you like, so it just can go like long distances.
Edison, however, was only interested in the profits of the growing numbers of DC power plants. With Morgan's financial backing, he was untouchable. With Edison untouchable, Tesla was irrelevant. After months of having his talent exploited by Edison without the promised amount of compensation, Tesla resigned. Unable to find an investor to fund his AC research, for the remainder of the winter of 1885, Tesla worked as a ditch digger for $2 a day. His misery only lasted a few months. New York attorney Charles F. Peck and director of Western Union Telegraph Company Alfred S. Brown saw promise within Tesla's work on alternating current. Peck and Brown provided him with the funds to start the Tesla Electric Company, and by 1888, Tesla patents the motor. He was invited to demonstrate his alternating current system at the American Institute of Electrical Engineers, where some Westinghouse Electric Company engineers were present, and reported of Tesla's risky but potentially auspicious ideas to their boss, George Westinghouse. A patron of scientific endeavors and an engineer himself, Westinghouse had been searching for a viable AC motor and power system. Through Tesla's work, he saw an opportunity to build his entrepreneurial empire. Peck and Brown can't refuse Westinghouse's offer of buying Tesla's motor and transformer designs for $60,000 in cash and stock. Under Westinghouse's patronage, Tesla was now in charge of his vision to light the entire world. This time, plans for AC didn't go unnoticed. With Westinghouse, Tesla developed 7 AC patents specifically designed as generators, transmission lines, transformers, motors, and lighting. The starting emergence of AC manufacturing startled the father of direct current himself.
While Edison could not claim credit for the invention of this, he made it tough for Tesla to market it independently.
However, Tesla didn't react to Edison's retorts. Instead, he focused on building trust between AC and the public. Slowly, AC began operating electric street railways and small industrial plants. Viewing Tesla's progress with AC as a dangerous opposing force towards his industry, Edison launched a publicity campaign to defame the AC industry with Morgan. America was about to witness the War of the Currents.
There was a time when people found their pet animals like dogs and cats missing, and people wonder what happened to them. Well, they come to find that Edison was using these dogs and cats. He was electrocuting them and claiming that this is the effect of AC currency generation. It's dangerous. It will kill your pets and by implication maybe your children, right?
Edison went as far as electrocuting a Coney Island circus elephant. Initially, Tesla was held responsible for this act of cruelty, not Edison. But instead of slandering direct current, Tesla and Westinghouse focused on demonstrating AC's positive aspects. Tesla even went as far as transmitting alternating current through his body to prove his innovation's harmlessness. However, Edison's efforts to stifle the growth of AC overpowers the truth. August 6, 1890. With the help of Harold P. Brown, Edison designed the first electric chair to execute William Kemmler, convicted of murdering his wife. The chair, powered by AC, is a further effort by Edison to discredit Tesla's work. The outcome was contrary. Rather than linking Tesla's AC to Kemmler's botched execution, in which he survived repeated electrocutions before dying, the public viewed Edison as having the blood of a man on his hands. This was a turning point in the War of Currents. Despite popular opinion on the so-called dangerous AC, Westinghouse managed to outbid Edison for the right to supply electricity to the Columbian Exposition, a World's Fair held in Chicago in 1893. AC's efficient and economical advantages outwitted Edison's expensive but dim DC. When President Grover Cleveland pushed the light button, over 100,000 bulbs rivaled the night stars. This overwhelming array of lights was the first time 27 million people experienced such a great amount of electricity in one place. After seeing the magnificence of AC as well as its harmlessness, the public began to realize that AC was the future. The next step in AC would prove to be the last crucial battle in the War of Currents. The Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company earned the right to harness the power of Niagara Falls, building a hydroelectric plant to produce AC for all the Northeast. This would prove to be a turning point in the history of electric supply.
This was a major impact. So all the electricity generated in a remote location was able to transfer all the way to the big cities.
Within a few short months, direct current motors and stations were closed or transformed into AC generating stations. Light, a luxury, over time became a necessity. Electricity production through natural forces such as Niagara Falls created an environmentally conscious agenda, something that direct current would not have done specifically because of the constant coal burning in DC plants. By the 20th century, the percentage of households with electricity rose from 10% to nearly universal as a result of AC generators. AC had won the battle for the 20th century. Niagara Falls acted as a turning point in the history of the mass generation of electricity for public consumption. Because of it, everything in the world is powered by AC, and because of AC, we have a lit, progressive world. Tesla continued to work on numerous other projects. With AC in the spotlight, he is forgotten. The man who held over 800 patents fell into obscurity. He died January 7, 1943. During his life, the public feared Tesla's visions of a futuristic world, and yet Tesla's alternating current was the turning point that brought this vision to life. A simple idea that brewed in Nikola Tesla's mind developed into the nexus of humanity's most remarkable technological progression. Now, a century after AC was first used to power cities in northeast United States, 3/4 of the world's population depend on Tesla's AC electricity, more than 4 billion humans. Had Tesla not pushed for the risky Niagara Falls project, had he not challenged the conventions of electrical science at the time, had these chancy turning points not occurred, we might still be in the dark.